Hi, it's a crafty chick, and I am live today. This is an unexpected event. Usually, I'm scheduled to be live on Fridays. I want to talk to you about this paper share. I will be sending out emails and some postcards, but I also wanted to do a live video so I could appeal to everybody based on what their preference is for being for receiving news. And I hadn't done a live Facebook in a couple of weeks, so I was due. Thanks to everyone for their prayers for my sister. She is doing much better. I was visiting her in the last few weeks, and she is doing better. She has a long road ahead of her, but it looks good. So, to get that out of the way, thank you everybody. Secondly, let's talk about a paper share. I did send out an email earlier in May for a large scale paper share, and I received quite a few requests asking me to make it smaller and more affordable. So I divided up all the paper, new paper in the catalog, and I came out to it was like $120 a person. And it seemed a little steep to some people, and so those of whom wanted to take advantage of it have done so, and now have samples of everything in the book. I have listened, and I am responding to those who wanted it broken down. So I'm breaking it down into 3 sections. We're going to have 2 paper shares and a ribbon share. And that's going to be done in the month of June, July, and August. Okay? And also during those months, based on what activities and participation you do, you will get tickets. And then in September, I will draw 5 names, 5 winners for free items out of the new holiday catalog book. So that's something to look forward to. So not only am I breaking this down for you into small, affordable sections, but also giving you a reward system for any participation this summer, participating in swaps, purchasing products, participating in online classes, which includes buying the kit that goes with it, and any local classes that you participate in. You will get some tickets. And I will break that down further tomorrow, but I just wanted to quickly review that. So, hello, Jennifer. So first of all, let's go to page 164 where all the paper is. Sorry. So in this catalog, which, excuse my camera. Okay. So the catalog, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different pages, 13 different designer series paper packets. Okay, so I did my best to divide it in half, and this first month will be, I believe, 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then the second month will be 6. But the second month will also have the foil peacock sheets and the designer series paper together. So those will be in the second one. Okay, so let's focus on what we're going to do for June. For June, we're going to do the Magnolia Lane series paper, and I will show you what you get with that. I have done some work since I got home, and I've cut up some pages. So everybody will get Oh dear, is it one sheet or two? I thought I was prepared. Silly me. Yeah, so everybody will get, how did I divide this? By 6, 7, 8. Yes, everybody will get a sheet of each. So each one is double-sided. So you'll have a side that looks like that and a side that looks like that. And I want to say everybody gets 2 sheets. Son of a gun, I did not write that down because I know with the ribbon share, everybody's going to get 2 yards each. Oh, hi, Jennifer. The swaps will be on this same page. I mean, okay. I was doing them on this page, but I had people that, wanted me to create a closed group, and that didn't kind of work out, so I'm going back to doing it on this page. It's making it much simpler. Having too many Facebook pages was getting confusing for both me and everybody else. So it will be on my business Facebook page, Stamping with the Crafty Chick, under events. Now, the first swap after this will be due at the end of June. We just had one that was due May 31st, and that was for summer fun was the theme, and everybody makes 4 cards. And you can, each group is divided into 5 people. So if you want to be in the swap twice and make 8 cards, then you'll have to wait to see if there's a second group. Summertime is a little bit slow, so I may only have enough for each person to be in once, and so you just make the 4 cards. And I try to keep it easy and manageable so that everybody is not making 20 cards. That can be a little cumbersome. And they do need to have something from the current Stampin' Up! Catalog on them. They don't have to be all current Stampin' Up!, just like maybe DSP, the Designer Series paper, we call DSP, or cardstock or ribbon or something like that to tie it to Stampin' Up! And then you can just put whatever else you want with that. And the instructions are, will be listed in every swap in the description. So if you're looking at this on your cell phone or your iPad, it'll look a little bit different than if you're looking at your laptop. So make sure to go up and read the description at the top of each event. That's it. It's pretty simple, and I do one a month, and I try to make it do the last day of the month, so we're on a regular routine, and then everybody is always aware of what the due date is. I just try to keep it as simple as possible. And I hope that answers your question, Jennifer. Might be a little bit more than you asked for. So, yes, okay, so everybody will get 2 sheets because they're double-sided. So you'll have 2 sheets that have like that, but the way I wrote it down was 1 sheet of that side, 1 sheet of that side. So you could use both of these same sheets for your design, but I wanted to provide the complementing sheet as a second option, so you get 2 of each. So you have option to use 1 of each side if you want. And then, okay, oh good, Jennifer. And thank you so much for watching. This is just an ad hoc thing, and I had some time, and I'm really excited about this, and too much energy to just sit and write an email. I wanted to show everybody just how pretty this paper is up front. So, these 2 are the next ones. That side and that side. Then you have this one, which is double-sided, and if you can tell, there's a little bit of a difference. One side has bright flowers, the other side is a little bit darker. This one has stripes, these have flowers. So They have different designs, even though they are very complementary. And if you notice, you can also use this one with that. They all are interchangeable. So if you wanted to make a card or a scrapbook page, then you could use any one of these together or all of them together. Let's see, try to get these. So they are in a tidy little row. Okay. And that's not all. So then we have that side has some lines. You could do it that way or that way. And then this side has some more magnolia flowers. And that side is a nice deep brown. Looks like an early espresso brown. And there are some more magnolias. So this, you will get 2 sheets of each of this. And, sorry, I thought it would look nicer to have that in the bottom, but it's almost in the way. Okay. Then we have the Garden Series paper. Garden Lane. That I really like too. You know what? So far I like these best out of the last 3 catalogs. I like these papers the best. Not sure why, but I do. So that's one side, that's the other side. And I think they're real pretty. And is that, let's see if I can get that separated. I have them separated into 4 of each. So you're also, this is the size you'll get, is the 6x6. And so these are, paper share is meant, I'm just going to talk while I put the papers down so you can see the designs. And a paper share, basically, if you haven't already guessed or have not participated in one before, is I purchase the paper when I get the orders. And basically, everybody gets a sheet of each design, as I'm showing it here. Most of the sheets are double-sided, but you're still going to get two, so you can get one of each design on each side. You will get 2 of each from each bundle. The cost, I'm keeping it down. I'm dividing them up. And so what happens is I'll cut them up into the 6x6 pieces that you see here. And then, you know what, I'm going to keep these over here just so you can see how big this pile is when we get done with what you're going to have. It's going to be pretty big. I'll package it up, send it out to you with a little goodie bag. I have a little surprise gift that I made to go along with it. And by dividing this into 2 different shipments, I've been able to reduce the price to $25 per person, and that includes shipping, sales tax, and the paper. So in June, what I'm showing you here is what you're going to get, all of this, for $25. This is the Mosaic Mood, and I'm looking at pages 165, 166, and 167 in the new catalog. And that's where you can find all of these. Now, what you can't tell in the catalog, and I'm not sure if you can tell in the video either, is this paper that is in the Mosaic Mood is very different. There we go. Do you see that? It has a finish to it, a shiny finish, and you can feel the 3D texture of it. And so that is on almost every paper. So this is the back side of this one. And then this is cute. This also has that extra texture. So once you get your hands on a sample of each of these, that either gives you all the paper that you need to get through until the next catalog. This one, see, this has that effect. Or it gives you the opportunity to play and touch and feel the paper and see, that's the back side, of the quality of the paper, the design, and to see if you like it before you order a whole bunch yourself and make a huge commitment. I have some customers that they do the paper share only, and that provides them with everything that they want. They just want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they only have a few projects that they work on. This one, as opposed to this one has that plastic look, and this is plain, but that's the other side to this one. So each side has a shiny finish, and the other side does not. And as you can see, all of these also coordinate with one another. And they are all so cool. At first, I have to be honest, at first I wasn't sure if I even liked this line. Looking at it in the book, I was like, eh. And then I got it, and I thought, oh my, okay. You have to see this to appreciate it. You have to touch it, feel it, and use it on a project. And this looks similar. This is the back side to that one. It does look similar to this one, but I just want to show you there is a difference. This one has that textured, and this is flat, and the colors are also a little bit different, but they are similar, but not the same. So they are different pieces. And that is the Mosaic Mood. I have other customers who just want to order, do the paper share so they can get a sample of everything and decide what they want to order, because they do tons of projects, and sometimes they make things for gifts, make things to sell at fairs, what have you, or use them with their scrapbooking, and they want to know how it's going to look with their scrapbook page. This is Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. This one, if you got the paper pumpkin for the month of May, you'll recognize this design a little bit. This is the bundle that coordinated with this last paper pumpkin. And from what I understand, they are out of them in the U.S., unless you have a damaged one you want to trade in. But pretty much they're sold out, so there are, oops, sorry, my mistake. There are no more left. Yeah, that's that side. I grabbed one too many pages over here. These are so pretty. I'm hoping that you can see these. I hope camera's not too far away. Here, I'll do that for a second. And if you did miss it, then the next best thing is to, or even better, is to get this paper. And once you get this paper, you can also get an idea. You could do it that way or that way, and that's the back side of that. Any of these papers, they also have bundles that they go with. And those are in towards the front of the book, and you can get the paper, the matching inks, and the coordinating embellishments, and that's the other side of that. I think that's looks to me like pussy willows or little tiny baby's breath or something. That's pretty. And then here's some little seagulls, and these were also on the stamp set in the paper pumpkin. Did I go over that one already? I think I did. Nope, it's similar, but it has no birds. Same flowers, no birds. Interesting. And these are little keys. And some feathers. And some bird cages. So a lot of these cards have the new In Colors in them. And some of the colors that you've seen before. And we'll go over those colors. And I'll talk about my color club either today or tomorrow, depending on how long this goes. So I don't want this to go too long. The point of this is the paper share, and as hard as it is for me to stay focused, I'm going to try. Alright, so next we're going to do the Follow Your Heart Designer Series paper. And, I'm sorry, Follow Your Art. Did I say heart? Because to me that is following my heart doing my crafts. And this is so cute. This might be a little reminiscent of the paper and stamp set we had in the last catalog, but it's different. It is not the same, but it is a little artsy-fartsy type of package. And so it is still so cute. Now that one has like, let's see, markers and spatulas and brushes, and this one has markers and pencils. And there are stamp sets. There's a stamp set that goes with this one as well. And I believe it is on my calendar. And I will be using this paper in my class. And anybody who, whoops, let's go this way, who wants to, can look at my creations on YouTube under Stamping with a Crafty Chick, and that is for free. You can also get, hi Beth, you can also get a bonus video with a kit, which is another program I'm starting this year. So I'm really excited. I've got a lot of changes coming around, a lot of clubs, and trying to make things more available to you online that I do for my locals. So basically, if I do something locally, I'm going to try to do it online as well, and try to balance that out. All right, next is another one of my favorites. I know I say they're all my favorite, but I really like all the paper in this catalog. So the next one is the Come Sail Away With Me. Also, if going live, this tends to buffer, you might want to go back and watch the replay, because then you won't have all that buffering. I have tried so many different ways to tape using different software, using my phone, using my camera, using my laptop, and it just seems to be that Facebook does not play well with other technology. So I just do the best I can with what I have, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. So if you just joined, I'm showing the different papers. That's one side, that's the other. You can do my paper share, and you will get one sheet of each design. And since they're double-sided, that means you'll basically get two of each, but that way you can use one of each side. Because if you cut into this side and use it for something, then you don't have that side available, right? And if you make cards like I do, I like to either do triangles or squares or some kind of a design like that and divide the paper. So you have half a design on one, half on the other. And so I want to make sure you guys have that same opportunity. And I love this paper, this lighthouse paper. I was very surprised at how much I like, because I'm a butterfly and a flower type of person. There's not enough flowers and butterflies and fairies in the world for me. I could make cards all day using those. But I really, really like this. And I think this is a great set for people who like the beach, neutral cards, or cards for men, which I struggle with. I never have enough products to make cards for men because, you know, they don't want flowers and butterflies. Not the ones I know. Some of them do. Let's see. Next is the Perennial Essence. So, I'm going to show you that one. This one was fashioned with something particular in mind. When they designed this, they were thinking about the Impressionist paintings of 17th century Europe. And these are so cool. Like Van Gogh and Monet. Very, very cool. I love these. So, if there's a person in your life that loves history, flowers, paintings, they would really appreciate a card made with this. And personally, I would think I'm going to use some of this as a background on behind the pictures on a scrapbook. I love these. These would make a really good matting. These are just too darn pretty. So, again, as I'm showing you, that's the back side of that. That's the back side of that. So, you will get one of each. This pile is growing bigger. So, last but not least, we have, that's why my count was off, because, yes, we are going to have 7 in one and 7 in the other. This goes with that Perennial Essence. This is the vellum cardstock. And this is a little bonus for you. This is so pretty. So I'm throwing this in as well. I don't know if you can even see. Let's see if I can get a single sheet to show you. So that is pretty vellum. And there is a really nice petal punch that goes with that set. And I used this to make beautiful flowers. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And then you can use this one to make the flowers as well. And this you can use to make the leaves. And this goes with, I do believe it goes with this. I will double check. Yes, that goes with the designer paper I just showed you, with all of the flowers and the impressionistic painting. That vellum coordinates with this. So I'm giving you this vellum as well. And I just think that it is really nice to use to make, you've got a flat side and a shiny side. So either way you go. To make flowers and leaves. Now, although this is not a current item, so I'm going to show you anyway. If you have this, I'm using this to cut out my leaves, and this new punch, which is available in the new catalog, to cut out my flowers. So if you have a leaf die or something, or punch from a different kit, from a past purchase, then you can just combine what you have. Also, there are, of course, dies and stamps available for each of these designer series papers in the book. And again, that is in the front. So if you get the paper and you decide you like it, then you can also look at, let's see, let me find one that we're actually getting. I don't want to pick one that we're not getting in June. Okay, on page 37, this is what I'm talking about. Here's my example. Sorry, I have a small space to work with, so I keep having to move things back and forth. So you will find on a number of pages in the book where you will see the word sweet. That means you have the opportunity to buy all of these items together as a suite and bundle to save 10%. You can buy them independently. If you don't want all of these, you can buy them separately. For instance, this embossing folder, I already have that. So I wouldn't want to get that again. And I already have my designer series paper. But if I went ahead and purchased this stamp set and the die set for this together, that's a 10% discount on the bundle. And then there's these little, here's the ribbon and embellishments and matching markers to go with it. And then on the second page, what I love about this new catalog, look how easy it is to see the stamp set that comes with that suite. It's huge, and I love that. Especially since I now have bifocals and computer glasses and reading glasses. After a certain age, I think almost everybody does. So this really helps those of us who don't have perfect vision to be able to see. Also, up here, there are super large photographs of the paper I just showed you. So you can also look there and see, in addition to the page where everything is condensed on page 164, all of the designer paper is condensed into one section, and then you also have the opportunity to see it in a larger full color in the suite. So once you get that designer paper, you will want to look in the book and see how nice the stamp sets are and the dies, because the way they did it last time, they're doing it again. In the holiday book last year, we had the dies where you could cut out the Halloween pictures of the witch and the broom and the cauldron. And so we are doing that again with different designer paper. So you have dies that will cut out some of the items, if I can find the right sheet. Such as these. So if you have pictures and the birds and these birds, so you'll find that there are dies that coordinate with the paper, so you can actually cut out those pictures if you don't like to fussy cut. So this is the extent of this month's paper share. One of each for $25, including shipping and sales tax. That's everything. Then in June, this is June, then in July, we're going to have an equal stack such as this, but we're going to do the other half of the paper. And if you were not here, oh yes, Beth, isn't that Magnolia paper gorgeous? You missed it when I was demonstrating the paper that I have here for the Magnolia, but if you go back and watch it, you'll see. And so if you're just joining or you missed the beginning, I just would like to reiterate that based on the all the paper in this book is new. All the designer series paper, none of it is repeating. So to get all of it would be very expensive, and even doing a paper share, dividing all of it, would be quite a bit. So in order to make it affordable for everybody, I'm dividing it into 3 sections. I'm having 2 paper shares and a ribbon share. If you want everything at once, then I have my original bundle plan. It's a little over $100, and I can send you that. Some of my customers want it all, and some of my customers need it broken down. If I was a customer, I would need it broken down. I'm on a pretty tight budget, and so that would benefit me to have it that way. So with that in mind, June, you would get one of these, one of each of these papers, and that's $25 plus a little goodie bag for me. And then in July, we will have the other papers equal to this, and I will do another live when I get those. Anything we did not go over. The Woven Threads Designer Series paper, that's for July. The Dinoroar is July. See a Silhouette is July. Pressed Petals is July. And the Peacock Specialty Designer paper and foil sheets will be in July. And then that's it. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that show, Dude, Where's My Car? But every time I say that, my kids always say, and no and then. It's just a little funny thing in the movie. And every time I say that, I think of it. Anyway, so to keep the ribbon share down to an affordable price, that's going to be $20. Now, that's not all of this. It's a selection that I made of just what is new in this catalog that coordinates with the paper that you'll get in June and July. So, I think I said it wrong a second ago, but let's backtrack. In August will be the ribbon share. Unless you want to do both in July, because the first paper share is $25, second paper share is $25, and the ribbon share is $20. So if it is in your budget to do all of them at once, that's good too. And I'll just bill you once. If you want it split into 3, then that's a commitment that I will need for you to make in advance, that you will purchase, the paper share. You don't have to do all 3 if you don't want. I will just need a payment up front before I place my order. That's all. And I can either take payment by PayPal, by Zelle, or credit card, debit card. Some people buy a Visa gift card so that it's only being used for that particular purpose. However it works for you, it works for me. I just don't take personal checks is all. So any other method of payment, that's fine. You want to mail me a money order? As long as I get it before I place my order for the paper share, I'm good with that. So if it's anything other than what I mentioned, or you want to mail me your payment, just send me a message and we can work it out. Money is money after all. So what we're going to do in the ribbon share, and I don't have all of these, but I do have this one, which is so gorgeous. And of course, I did not take it out before I started, so I have an avalanche here. Okay. So I have, that is the silver and white, that is the petal pink, and do I have the other one? Nope, that's it. Okay, so this right here, the organdy striped ribbon, This is for my own personal use. But I will be ordering another one for the paper share. So this is really, really pretty, and it goes very nicely with this. It's meant to coordinate with these and anything else that has the petal pink in it. It is so pretty, and if you have ever used the organdy ribbon before, you know that it is soft and light and airy looking. And then this one is also mine, and not the one I'm using for the share, but I want to show you. So here's the gold and the silver. It's white with silver metallic edging, and that just pretty much goes with everything. And so what I was trying to do to keep the cost down is select certain colors. I lost my pen. There it is. Select certain colors that you can use, such as the white and silver, and then this is the Magnolia Lane, so it goes with the Magnolia Lane DSP and cardstock, and that is the linen ribbon with white edges and mossy meadow linen. So you have mossy meadow and linen, then you'll have the white with the silver, and then you'll also have the petal pink organdy ribbon, and then the crushed curry is the wrinkly seam binding ribbon. And then this I think is cool, is denim ribbon. I have been cutting strips of denim and it looks okay, but I would really like to have some finished ribbon. And this is so pretty. This is the Old Olive and Pretty Peacock reversible. Remember last month in the previous catalog, we had the reversible ribbon. It was granny apple green, and it was so pretty. This goes perfectly with the peacock paper. And, oh yes, and of course we have to have a black. We have to have a black and a white because those are standard ribbon. And instead of the black satin, which was in last month's catalog, I chose one that is brand new, that no one has yet, which is the glittered organdy ribbon. So that's going to be sheer, like this one, and it will be black with glitter on it. So that will jazz up any project. I hope that you like how I set this up and divided it up and made it easy for everybody to get a little bit at a time. And if you want it all at once, that's fine too. So my email will be below. It is a craftychick1, just the number 1, at gmail.com. craftychick1@gmail.com. Or you can send me a PM on my personal Facebook or my business Facebook page, letting me know that you're interested in either the 3-part June, July, and August, just June, just July, or just August, or all 3. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I also am awarding tickets for different product purchases and participation, and I will have a PDF available with all the details on that. That will be for June, July, and August, retroactive to June 1st, and you'll get so many tickets for certain activities and participations. And then in September, I will draw 5 winners out of all the tickets to get some special item out of the new holiday catalog in September. So providing a little bit of incentive there as well. And so if you participate in the paper share, yes, you will qualify for tickets. If you buy a product online, then you also get tickets. If you purchase a kit and um, for one of the card projects I do, or 3D projects. And there's also, of course, the video tutorial and paper instructions that go with that. You get tickets for that. Anybody who asks me for a catalog or has received a catalog because you were a current customer of mine in the last 6 months, you will get tickets for that. I know that sounds kind of silly. I get tickets because I received a catalog. Well, sure, because you're special. And for those who have not gotten a catalog yet and would like to get one, let me know. I am sending it in this envelope. So, all my customers got this for free. If you are a new customer and you have not ordered anything from me yet, then I will need to ask for $6 for the shipping and cover it, and that's it. The catalog's free, everything else is free. I just need to cover the shipping. If you place an order with me and you've never placed one before, you're going to get this automatically. Okay? This is so cool. So this is available in some different places. Ooh, sorry, that's crackly. Available in different places online. And I have a handful of these left, so this will not go into every catalog for the rest of the year, but just for the next 5 people who either order from me or sign up under me for as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My customers already have this, so they can post below in the comments to let you know if they liked it or not. This is basically a little flip book. Sorry, I say basically a lot, don't I? This is a little flip book, and it has every color in the new catalog, including the in colors. And what is it? It shows you, here's an example. They're all the same layout, but of course, whatever color coordinates. So here's your pineapple punch. You've got pineapple punch, and it coordinates with pumpkin pie and shaded spruce. So if you're going to use these 3 colors, that will coordinate well. Or you could use these colors together, or all of these colors together, or go like this, or go like that. So it is a color chart. And I divided it up into little squares, 3.5 by 2.5. Like, I think that's ATC size. So you could flip through it and then easily have the page you want showing as you're doing your work. I made one of these for myself earlier this year, and it is so ratty I had to make myself another one. I use this for every single project. So that is your free gift while supplies last for placing your first order with me. If you're already a current customer and you've ordered in the last 6 months, you should have one in your hot little hands already. Also, I threw in some goodies using some DSP from the last book, and there's some candies in there with my little stamp, so you can get in touch with me. And then here is my newsletter talking about the dates to save for when I'm online. And if you're local, I'll send you a different one for those of you who are in my local groups. If you are local to DFW and you want to join my classes, let me know. I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. And then there are just some other brochures about Paper Pumpkin, your order sheet, and a little surprise, something in here. In addition, I have these cute little, I guess we'll call them bookmarks. Although people use Nooks to read, I actually do use books and I have bookmarks. But basically, just to show you, oops, I said it again, just to show you the Rococo Rose, the Terracotta Tile, Pretty Peacock, Seaside Spray, and Purple Posy, the Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. These are little snippets of the cardstock. That way you can feel how nice and thick they are and see the true color. which is sometimes hard to see when you're looking at a printed magazine or you're looking online. And there's an extra little gift in here, which I will keep a secret until you get it. So, and then of course you get your catalog. So that is what's in the little package. All my customers have theirs already, so I'm not ruining the surprise for them, unless they haven't opened it and it's sitting in the corner on their counter. So I will post all of the details below. If you're watching Facebook, it will be actually above. The description is above the video. If you're on YouTube, it's below. And if you're on my blog, it will be below the video. And I will have, again, the information, the list of the papers that you'll receive each month. And then you can decide if you want them all at once or if you prefer to have them divided into smaller parts, either because you don't want to be overwhelmed with a whole bunch of product at once, or budget, or whatever your preference is. I just did it that way, like I said, because some of my customers were overwhelmed by the idea of spending over $100 for a paper and ribbon share for everything in the book. So I broke it down. And I think that is it for today. As usual, this video is a little bit longer than I anticipated. I just get so excited when I do my videos and talk about Stampin' Up. Kind of goobery, but I do. I get very excited. I love this stuff. I just love it. And I just don't understand why everybody else doesn't too. So if you love it as much as I do and you want the papers and ribbons, let me know. And I will be online live tomorrow at 2 p.m. and I will discuss my plans for the summer for the new clubs I'm setting up for online and locally, as well as how the ticket dispersion will work for all your participation and your purchases. So you should have all the info you need by the end of tomorrow, okay? And I thank you so much for watching me, and I appreciate your time. And I see that Beth is still on, and thanks so much, and thanks Jennifer. If anyone else is watching, I'm not sure because I don't see who's watching. I just see the posts right now. So thanks so much, guys, and this is a Crafty Chick signing off and wishing you a happy crafting day. Bye.